So this is episode 81 of BPerryFilms Podcast. In today's episode, I'll be doing an unboxing of the new Nintendo Switch 2. And I got some accessories to go along with it. So I want to start out by bringing back some history as to my journey with Nintendo. So first off, one of my first systems that I had purchased from them was the Game Boy Color. And as you can see, I got the game Pokémon in here. This is the blue version. I remember when it used to be the Pikachu one and also the Charmander one, and this is Bulbasaur's version. And this is what he turns into as a full adult. But this was very revolutionary because this was the first console that involved color for the Game Boy. Because I think they had a Pac-Man. My dad actually had the Pac-Man, and I thought it was so cool. So I remember asking for Christmas, can I get a Game Boy? And then I also had the SP, but I couldn't find that. But I wanted to bring back the Nintendo DS. Sonic was one of my favorites, so I got this one in blue, and I got this Sonic stickers, and I had a screen protector as well. And this is another one that had color. But also with this, it could play the Nintendo DS games, like these cartridges right here. And it could also play Game Boy Advance games, which is Pokemon right here. You can see what game this was. Mario Kart. It's funny because I ended up getting the bundle for the Nintendo Switch 2. So people are always asking me, why did I end up getting the Nintendo Switch 2? First off, I said, I didn't think it was too expensive considering that there's a lot of tariffs going on right now. And I was just thinking, okay, $500, and eventually they're gonna move up the price by 100 or 200. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this for at least 30 days. So let me try it out. So I'm gonna create a quick series where I'm just like going in depth on the system and how I'm adapting to it as a person that doesn't game as much as they used to when they were younger. So online, I might just give you a story while I'm unboxing this. And this stands for lithium batteries are in there. But anyways, I was debating whether or not if I was gonna go to stand in line to get the Nintendo Switch or not. But I just didn't want to be underwhelmed about the situation because last time when I went to launch, they cleared it in Ultra. There was no line and nobody came in. So I felt like that was a sad launch for me because I was expecting a lot of people long lines and it's feel like really festive. That's the word. And like I said, I was originally gonna wait in line, but I was like, I already dealt with that with Apple. And I was in line for 3 hours back then. The only people who could get an iPhone back when the iPhone 4 was out was people that had AT&T. It was exclusively AT&T and I had T-Mobile. So not only did I have to wait in line for 3 hours, I had to wait a whole hour for them to transfer all my information from one device to the next. But anyways, I decided that I was going to order it online. And luckily, I contacted someone from Best Buy, their customer support, and I was just thinking, okay, let me see what places have it and stuff because not all branches may not have it. So in my head, I'm just thinking, okay, let me just start taking action, ask this lady or man if this is going to be online, so I have the option to stay home or not, because there was only 2 hours left before I had to make my decision. So I decided to stay home. The person said that they couldn't disclose or they didn't know if it was going to be available online or not. So I waited for 12 o'clock, refreshing the screen, just to make sure that everything's active. At 12:01, I went to go purchase, and then at 12:02, it said that it was only available in store. So my next guess was to go to Target. So I'm over there checking out Target, So it said it was sold out. So then I just happened to go to Nintendo, and it said that it was available also on Walmart and also at GameStop. I know I had no chance with GameStop, and plus there's not one close to me. So I said, let's try Walmart, and it was available online. And it said there's 39 people in front of you. Add to cart. Add it to the cart. Next minute later, it was time for me to transaction out. So I put all my information in, locked it in. It said that it was supposed to arrive the day of launch, and I ended up getting it today when I'm recording this video. So I'm grateful to get one. I end up getting the bundle edition, Mario Kart, and I'm excited for this because I love me some Mario, and also as someone who loves Nintendo, I like the fact that it's backwards compatible, so you can play your game. Um, what's that? The Nintendo 64 games, Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, and so many others. So I'm about to unbox this for the first time. So this is the box for the Nintendo Switch 2. This is what it looks like. So hopefully this is going to be really fun. I can't wait to pop this open once I figure out how to open it. I think I flip it onto the other side. I'm glad I don't have to rip a whole bunch of tape. It looks like it comes open like this. And I'll probably read some of the specs off the box, so you know what we're gonna get. So let me flip it around, because this is clearly the bottom. I got that open. As you can see, this is the Nintendo Switch screen. It has a 7.9 screen LCD. People are wondering, why did they decide to go with the LED instead of an OLED first? I think they will eventually make an OLED screen, but for me, I just thought it would just kill the battery life a lot faster if it has a high res screen. So me personally, I prefer the LED, and plus people already assume the bigger the screen, the better the quality, when it's just a regular screen and your eyes just adapt with it anyways. I'm gonna set this down. And then these are the Joy-Cons. I never had owned a Nintendo Switch before, so I'm excited for this. So I can't compare it to another one, but I can compare it to my other Nintendo devices. So this goes on the blue side, and then this goes on the red side, or orange, whatever color that it appears on the screen. It looks more red than it looks like on there. But anyways, inside the box, you get a manual letting you know the health and safety guidelines and how to use it. I believe that they have an app that's like $10, and it walks you through how to use the console from start to finish. I might download it just to figure out how to work it. But right here is an HDMI cable to hook it up to your TV, because you can do that. And here goes some lanyards, so you don't have to worry about the controller falling out your arms. And also this is good for the Mario Kart, because you can use this as a mouse. So let's see what else is inside the box. So you can plug these in right here, the controllers, and put that off to the side. And I'm grateful that it comes with a power brick, because most systems, whether it's your phone or your tablets, most of them don't come with bricks anymore, because they assume that everybody has one nowadays. And this is the cable to charge it, and also connect this to your computer if you need to, or any other device. Now let's see what's inside here. This is the charging dock. Get that off to the side. I like to keep all the bags and stuff, but just in case I might have to return it back for whatever reason. You just put everything back inside the box so we have space. And it has some instructions right here. So just plug it in. Step 2, set it up. I'm not too worried about the battery right now because, ooh, this is kind of heavy. A lot of weight to this one. Plugs, what the size. But I'm gonna open up the Joy-Cons. Slides right out. I'm so excited, you guys. I haven't been so excited for launch since PlayStation 4. Or even the iPhone 4. So I'm taking out the console right now. And I did find out that this is touchscreen. Don't be shocked, you guys. I'm not really a gamer. So just bear with me. But I'm gonna power this on. Got a port right there. Like I said, this is backwards compatible, so you can play your Nintendo Switch 1 games on here too. And they have an app where you can do everything. You got a headphone jack right there. Got the power button right there, the volume up and down. So I'm powering it up. So I'm saying right here to put the Joy-Cons on right here. I'm gonna just move this off to the side. So I was saying put the pieces on. So I'll show you right here. And it all snaps in and makes a little beep noise. And it won't snap in any other way. I like that it has this to keep it from breaking. It feels really sturdy. I put that one in as well. It's powering on. And I'm gonna put in my information. So I'm gonna face it this way, so you guys can get it on the screens. So I'm gonna do English, USA. Select the Americas. And then it says view the agreement. And this is going over the terms and conditions that most people don't read. I'm going to be trying this out for a week and for a month and seeing how I adapt to this. It's a long agreement. Okay, now we have read it. Yes. So, on this. Internet connection. Gonna connect to my internet. And it has a good sized keyboard. I like it. Good sized keyboard. I don't want to mess up the screen, so I'm just gonna do it using. It's connecting. And it's connecting. I'm not trying to make this into like the best unboxing, but I just want to make it as a natural unboxing for someone that doesn't really game. But I know there's people who surf this internet and do not play this game, but they are buying this just to get some views on YouTube. And here we go. Now it's logging in. I'd like to mention that this has a kickstand, so you can let it sit up there. Voila, there we are connected. You can lay it down, flatten it. If you ever want to watch a video or watch some of the trailers that be in some of the videos, games and stuff, that's exciting. And you can also web browse on here, which I found out recently. So let me get back into this. And it was very sturdy in putting it down. Now it's saying that it's going to add some new updates. And we're going to put in the time zone that we desire, which is Eastern time because I'm located in Boston. Not sure if it should be in New York, Montreal, Toronto, but we'll try it. It says with Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games whenever you want, however you want. So I like that this is hybrid because you can plug this into your TV and you can play with it on the road and also in the convenience of your car. And that the Joy-Cons can come out and you can play while it's just sitting there. So it's walking me through how to use the stand, like I just showed you. Let's kick it out. I like that this is more sturdy and it's positioned for both sides because I believe on the original Switch, it just had one and it was easy to topple it over. But with this, it's more sturdy. And I like that it's a Switch 2 on the back so you can stand out from the crowd and not just the Joy-Cons. And I think eventually they'll add options of different colors as well. So that was just using the stand. It says you can now put in the AC adapter at the top of the system. And now it's telling me how to use the Joy-Con. And I would use the release button instead of right here. Yes, one at a time. And now it's telling me that the Joy-Cons are removed. You can connect it to your screen as well. I'll do that on a later time. And it says it comes with accessories that you can hook up and hold. So you can plug it into this. And you have a little controller when you play your game. So it's like you're getting so many different systems all for that price. And as you can see, I'm justifying that it's definitely worth the $500 or the $450 that you paid if you got it without the Mario bundle. But I recommend the Mario bundle because you save $20 on the game. Now I'm walking through to see how to use the Joy-Con. This is the second version of it. And it's showing me how to attach and reattach, detach. And you do the same thing as before. I'm gonna show you everything that I'm doing on my screen right there. And you can slip these on, take this off. You put this on your wrist. You slide this on like so. There's a proper way to put it in. It doesn't just slide in however you want to slide it in. And the next one, just slide it in like so. And it attaches. Uh, like I said, you can use this as a mouse. Like I said, you can web browse on this as well, but this is going to be good for Mario Kart or any racing game. And you just put this around your arm, so you don't have to worry about it slipping out. And yeah, feels good in the hand. Let's see what else is next. And then to release, press the same button that you would normally release it with. And it just pops out. So that was pretty neat. I'll put that off to the side. And I'll put this back in. At least you can see my screen. I'm gonna hit OK. And like it shows you in the photo, you can use it in the hand, away from you, and also on your TV screen. Now it says ready to update. So this update should take maybe a couple minutes. And it comes with a decent charge. So it's gonna reboot itself. And it says Nintendo right there. Yeah, while that's loading, I'm gonna unbox some other things. So right here, I got Cyberpunk. My best friend has this game on his PlayStation 5, and I can only imagine how good it is on the Nintendo. So this one you right here, and unbox this so we can see how big or small these files are. And also, I recommend getting a flash drive so you can save your games, but hopefully they will have a bigger storage soon because 256 isn't enough, especially for games nowadays. But this game, very plasticky smell. But anyways, it has stickers of some of the characters that are on here. And then they have a little greeting card saying your legend starts here. And you can watch other people's reviews to see more on this if they want to read this out loud. The cartridge is really small, very small. Now, I want to compare it to the Nintendo DS. This was small back in its time. People were always concerned about losing it, but I can imagine people really losing this. This is the two different sizes, as you can see. It's a lot smaller. Let me plug this back in. I can only imagine that people in the future will ask for a 1 or 2 terabyte one if they play a lot of games. I think 256 is a good starter out, but like I said, I like certain games that probably have a lot of storage capacity. Yeah, I just need to come up with a gamer name. What am I gonna name this? I wonder if you can change your name as well. Okay, now I thought this game was small. Now look at here. This is a new SD card. And it's not any SD card, it's a SD Express. And these are the only SD card that will work on the Nintendo Switch. So, well, the Nintendo Switch 2, just to identify. So the storages that you had before on your old device will not work, but this one. Like I said, micro SD Express cards are only work on the Nintendo Switch 2. So keep that in mind when you're ready to buy. All right. Next box, we're getting through this fast. You guys love my unboxings, so I love to create content for you guys. So I got a screen protector, which is good. It has an installment kit. It has a smooth touch surface around the corners, which is good. Scratch resistant, so you don't have to worry about your keys scratching it or anything else that might be in your carry-on bag because I can't imagine putting this in your pocket. In your pocket. Anti-fingerprint, which is good because I have very oily skin and it's supposed to be bubble free. So I got this from Best Buy and they can install it for me. So if they mess up, I can get another one. But it comes with two and a pack for just in case it wears out over time. But these work really good. And I'm not the biggest fan of screen protectors, but I might use it just for this device. We're on to our final box. Step this out the way for a minute. Like I said, I don't want to mess up the screen on the Nintendo Switch. It's lessons right now. That's so much bubble wrap. Remember as a kid when you used to get bubble wrap, you always wanted to pop it. Fun moments. The last thing I bought was a case to keep it nice and safe. I bet it can hold your games up as well. They have different ones. Yep, it has slots for your games as well. So let me unbox this. I think Switch is still loading. Give it some time. I don't like the red boxes. I always think of what if you had to return the product. Oh, this is the case. I can do your switch in. I like the feel. I'm just worried about this discoloring over time. There's Nintendo on one side, Nintendo Switch on the other. It has pouches, and I like this fabric that's in here. This is a slot where you can put your games in. Need to show you. We'll probably fit about 6 games in there. Let's see. It lights up, which I think is pretty neat. Lights up that color. Now, here's the important part. Let me just detach this and put it back. Here, so I can see the screen. Yeah, let me close it up so you can see that it fits really snug. It's in there and it can fit like a handbag. So this is really good. I like it. Very small and portable. Well, not small, but makes it more portable. Here's an important thing to highlight. As you can see, it says start system transfer. So if you have original Nintendo, if you have a regular Nintendo Switch, you can transfer all the games from that device onto this one. But make sure that you answer this correctly because you won't have access again. Otherwise, you're gonna have to master reset and start all over from scratch. So since this is my first one, I'll say don't transfer. And then you can also answer right there if you want to know more information about it. But otherwise, I'm gonna say don't transfer. Yes, add a user. So it's gonna bring me to the website, I'm assuming. So I'm gonna make a new account because I'm not a user of it. You can read the user's conditions and policies. Just give me a moment and I'm going to try to do this on my phone. So I am currently creating a Nintendo account. Yeah, this was my unboxing. I just need to find out where I can get my Mario game. I'm not sure if I have to download or not, but that was the full unboxing of this video. And I hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to start playing. Thank you.